Me obi bia kwaba eba Melodies TV so. Yesterday, enra me the breaking news bremo say the Chief Justice Mame Gertrude Tukonu ne ho nsensem aba na nini na ne say 10 days His Excellency John Dramani Mahama edemano say within 10 days no was say we responded to petitioner yede aba beto nanim no 10 days no aso atiase 10 days no aso na was say what the response eba na yenim say no the response hakọ anase one find the response en call nti eba be read comments the Ghana for kan ene nsensem na and there officially no we've received response. In fact the presidency krano admit say indeed Mami atro the response aba. And we are going to look at what is next for His Excellency John Dramani Mahama. But this is the response. The response has so far gone and all that. Now, in video say, Tukonu breaks silence, submits response to Mahama. Yankin can you hear the echo? Or say, Chief Justice Gertrude Tukonu has met the deadline to respond to petitions seeking her removal from office. Delivering her reply to President John Dramani Mahama and the Council of State ahead of the April 7, 2025 cutoff date. Also, this comes after the President granted her a 10-day window to react to former complaints filed against her. Sources confirm that the Chief Justice complied in time, setting the stage for the Council of State to begin its assessment of the matter. Intino yase maameno or reply on time. Na senior will reply in terms of no. And there a certain stage, say Sisiano, the Council of State, ebe sete on the matter. Or say while the contents of the petitions and her response remain under wraps, the submission represents a crucial turning point in a process that could potentially trigger constitutional proceedings. All eyes now shift to the Council of State, which must determine whether the allegations warrant further action. And basically, for people who don't know what is up next, no, Nini na says isi ama no a respond no. Council of State ebe tenase. Na omo atena ne response ne so no mu hu ne say allegations are ye de abono. And the response are de abano. Ma me na asem ye de anase na asem nye de. Nti from then no send ya ka say Council of State ebe tena asem ne so no. So from any moment from now no, people are expecting His Excellency John Dramani Mahama to suspend her. Okay, people are expecting His Excellency John because you see, Emremu say, and during the period like this, our Council of State etina asem and our president bet me akas okay, Council of State etina asem no me suspend you. Ni ya hesa asem no wasem yede and wasem nyede. E kokoba se wasem yede, yes answer de obeba. So wasem nyede, then we'll go further to do what to remove you. Let's go back to the Constitution so you understand why we are saying that. Ankwanko yes will be airtime amen. So as you can see, this is Article 146 of the Constitution, which talks about the removal of superior courts and chairman of tribunal, regional tribunals, removal of justices of superior courts and the likes. Now, as you say, Article 1466 and a case about the Chief Justice. Let's read it again. Also, where the petition is for the removal of the Chief Justice, the President shall, acting in consultation with the Council of State, appoint a committee consisting of 2 justices of the Supreme Court, one of whom shall be appointed chairman by the President, and 3 other persons who are not members of the Council of State, nor members of Parliament, nor lawyers. The committee appointed under Clause 6 of this article shall inquire into the petition and recommend to the President whether the Chief Justice ought to be removed from office. Now, before that, okay, let's continue. I say all proceedings under this article shall be held in camera, and the justice or chairman against whom the petition is made is entitled to be heard in his defense by himself or by a lawyer or other experts of his choice. What you say, intino, I have said do a chief justice no. Aside everything else no, you see, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama has been magnanimous with this. yeba bekenkan constitution ne treo a constitution ne kra tre say in the initial stages no lanke ni kwan kra say yema chief justice ne kra wakasa ho, but with fairness inti His Excellency John Dramani Mahama Emma Chief Justice no the response about nti afiansa Council of State ebetenase na omo ehu ni so mbe set committee ati ase or say the president shall in each case act in accordance with recommendation of the committee. Okay, now he continues to talk about the president acting in recommendation of the committee and all that. But you see where I want us to talk about, I think say it's with 5. Okay, so Article 1565. Let's go back to 1565. Or say the committee appointed under Clause 4 of this article shall investigate the compliance and shall make its recommendation to the Chief Justice, who shall forward them to the President. Or say where the petition, blah, 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 the acting, blah, 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 blah. I want to see where it talked about. So Enuni. Let's continue with the 9. Or say the President shall, in each case, act in accordance with the recommendations of the committee. In the process, President ne Council of State decide we any who say there's a prima facie case. You better set up committee. Now committee not an assembly. So committee you the judges be a case so. Near far lawyers and the likes near the Omatana case. So in any Council of State in input and they be decided say Chief Justice Council of State will be responsible for setting up the committee. Now say why a petition has been referred to a committee under this article, the President may in the case of the Chief Justice, acting in accordance with the advice of the Council of State by warrant signed by him, suspend the Chief Justice. So this is where it has gotten to. Point baby eduni. Or say petition refer to a committee under this article. The President may, into say may, not just say a president any be decide say may and I mean President no be den and I want ye den. Say in the case of the Chief Justice, acting in accordance with the advice of the Council of State by warrant signed by him, suspend the Chief Justice. The President may to me decide this or suspend the Chief Justice. No. In the case of any other justice of a superior court or of a chairman of a regional tribunal, acting in accordance with the advice of the Judicial Council, suspend that justice or that chairman of a regional tribunal. Or say the President may at any time revoke a suspension under this article. Part 11. Say the President may, at any time. Inti mrebia President no pebia. Obetumie revoke a suspension of the Chief Justice. Time bia wo pebia. At any time. Inti, some people are calling on the president. Some people are calling on the president to suspend the Chief Justice now, because at least Waman Mre wa responded. It is going back to Council of State and all that. Inti no be to me I can say, well, as Council of State international may suspend it. Omotina so you know be who say wasem yede. Inti my inform committee and the waba and all that. So people are looking forward to His Excellency John Dramani Mahama from today or tomorrow. Atiasiye. Inti yenhe the ABC. Ebia na what we no. Let's look at what is going to happen, and all that. But you see, this is quite. But I'll say I said something and I'm going to say it again. I think say after we are done with everything, I think that His Excellency John Dramani Mahama should see to it say the constitution on this part is changed. Personally, right, I don't think, say aside everything else, we are the selection of justices to our court and the Chief Justice should be done by the executive. It doesn't allow the judges in this country to become fair. And it is, me say, you bet to me at Tenase, ni adada ye say these judges they are professional and they are professional. Omo de omo ye bet to me at Tenase ni adada ye now so nipa oye de obi a na bia wo adwuma wo ye no sebe previous a ye hu no obi aba be so mo pejama de wedu baby ende obi abo udin. You can't tell me Say nipa ko na semba we nimu, you will not be biased towards that person. And then ama ye dada ye ho ende ama Ghana ye judiciary no. Ye kokoye survey bi na ye say the judiciary is the most corrupt institution. Na nkrofo ka say judiciary ni ye corrupt no. Because of things like that. Because no our high court baby o. Eni yaba be peja ni mu ade na aba Supreme Court. Aban bi baaye na aban de be so ni nsem. A na obi anim say emra nso yempo. Se na nko obe jampe. Eni yede na aba be da Supreme Court. Aban na semba ondi ma no. Not in the baby o. A contested on the ticket of MPP. Ye nim numpo. Eni yaba be so ni nsem within just 2 years, 4 years. Ye peja no. E de na akwa akoto Supreme Court. Asemba ondi ma MPP ana. Mi enja dada ne ye dada ye ho say they are professionals no motina ho a wo mo nyesa ade. Let us not deceive ourselves. I've said it and I'll say it again. The Constitutional Review Committee na His Excellency John Dramani Mahama was set here wo mo ye review of the constitution no. I think say this is one sider. I was say wo mo de ka ho. I have said it. Mo ma ye nya no by a year tenure, by time and competence. Yen sheshe se wo biba no ba beda ne jaja. Ebia wo magistrate court he has or she has some number of years. Odru sa years ni wie. Yen man nkonko try exams bi or pass ya ni ya jumping the na the next level. Ofelia no watena magistrate court wo sa. Odru ebia high court. Okodru baby a yen man ntro at least on spend 5 years bi or high court no humu. E drew 5 years ni we no akwa control exams bi or pass ya no akọ friend saying appeals court ofelia otena high court o sa odu appeals court on spending another 5 years bi na 3 years 2 years bi after 2 years no ono apeso ko nenim no ko Supreme Court obetumi atro ana something ati ase say space ba Supreme Court something Sab mana president de nsa we ko hye ha ko hye ene na mende ade we ni na esi we judiciary ni mu. Ntre mo adwo comment box ni mu. Me da se.